Our journey into the far territory has thus far been smooth and straightforward, so my fingers are crossed that a visit to the zone of contamination, which is coming up, allows it to stay that way. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. So I've already searched most everything in here. I will go ahead and grab these shoes that I left in the suitcase last time, because I can break those down for leather, and that's kind of nice. So I need food. That's the most important thing kind of on my ledger at the moment. I do need to rest a little bit, and it's also right at the end of the day here, as you can see. But before we let it get too dark and before we commit to, like, sleeping, I will sleep for an hour because it'll give me a chance to warm back up. But I'm just going to step outside, quickly-ish, and grab some cattails. This will also give me a chance to double-check whether or not there's any hostile wildlife in the area. My rifle ammunition is woefully low, so that's one thing that's going to make life very interesting in the coming episodes. My ability to actually drop a predator is going to be somewhat limited, somewhat constrained by that. So we keep that in mind. Jennifer's cold. Not really seeing or hearing any predators. So it does seem kind of like we were talking about at the end of the last episode. It seems very much like they have kept this a safe zone. I haven't looked everywhere yet, so I might be wrong about that. But it seems pretty solid so far. I'm going to grab just enough cattails to kind of subsist. I don't want to lose too much condition if I go into hypothermia risk territory here. So I'm going to try to be quick about this. There aren't that many cattails out here, but it looks like there are enough for me to nab about 1,000 calories, which is what I was hoping for.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Oh yeah. I think this will be good. Might lose a bit of condition here, but we're plenty tired, so we'll have the ability to sleep for most of the night. May even do some more reading before we head into the far territory. Well, we're in the far territory now, before we head into the zone of contamination. Okay, let's go ahead and go back inside. I was hoping to find 1 or 2 more cattails. There might be some snacks in the vehicles nearby, so I will check those.
So cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
I'm going to quickly step in here and grab that reclaimed wood. Looks like there's 2 pieces. Very nice. Okay, yeah. Don't want to lose a ton of condition here, so let's very quickly go through these cars and then get back inside. Well, the truck first. Nothing there. Nothing in the visor. It's still so surreal to me that we're finally checking the visors like we care about it, you know? For the longest time, it was this meme where there would be a subset of people in the comments like saying, don't forget to check the visors. And the people who had been playing the game for tens and hundreds of hours saying, there's never anything in the visors. What are you talking about? Well, Hinterland at some point decided to troll all of us by actually putting things in the visors. They understood the assignment, and I appreciate it. Okay, so nothing in the cars. That's unfortunately just a little bit of extra lost condition. Hello? Oh, the door opened the wrong way.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up a bit.
Not how it works. Uh-oh. That was scary. Had a bit of an interface lock up there. Hold on 1 second. Okay, good. We are ducking. That was concerning. What I'm going to shoot for here is... yeah, calorically, that's not really where I wanted to be. But let me go ahead and get some sleep, because I want a save point after what just happened. Just in case the game throws any shenaniganry at me. That should be a good amount of condition recovery. Yeah, okay, so we're just above 75% or so. We still have a lot of the night to go. And we also still don't have a lot of food. That's going to be a bit of a problem. So we're going to need to continue looking for cattails and or grab some acorns. We'll have to stock up kind of while we're here. I think it's going to be pretty easy to do once the dawn arrives. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of hoping for an aurora to wake up to. But no such luck. That's fine. It is what it is. Let's... yeah, passing time is so much more expensive calorically than sleeping. We're not actually going to sleep for 2 hours there. Okay, sun's rising, as is my ongoing need for food. So this is going to be a little bit rough. Where's the door? There's the door.
I could eat anything right now.
I know. Let's check the buildings first, because it'll be warmer in the buildings. There's that side door. Is there not a way up to... No, I guess there's not. You really do have to approach from the top. So we can get in that top building, and I'm hoping there will be at least one item in there. That's obviously a very specific hope with no reason to be confident about it whatsoever, but I'm going to give it a shot. And then I'll just check for more cattails, because there are other opportunities there. Actually, speaking of that, hold on. I think there are potentially some back here. Okay. Still not seeing or hearing any predators, which is nice. Yeah, we are burning through calories at an alarming rate with nothing to eat. It's making me miss my pile of moose meat in Mystery Lake. Okay, nothing here. Surprisingly empty vehicles.
I can't feel my hands.
Oh, you're fine. We can open that door as an escape hatch, but we're not going to use it just yet. It is still really cold, despite the fact that we're technically inside here. Understandable, though, because it's not really meant for human activity. I still have some tea that I can drink.
I've never felt so cold.
Which I... Oh, actually, I don't have a lot of tea, do I? I'll have to make more. Yeah, so we're coming down to the wire here. Because if there's not anything here, I'm going to have to basically rush back and make tea. I might be able to grab some cattails, but the problem as well is that we're getting cold pretty quickly. Yeah, there's no food here. None. There's a naturalist notebook. I made multiple sightings this morning, and I can hear them stalking me. They have very distinct territories on the island. This was expected, but even for a wildcat, they take this behavior to an extreme, which worries me. I believe it's possible to live at peace with them, and my work here will show that, but I need to track their movements and note the boundaries of their hunting grounds and somehow survive. Interesting. So they put some lore
Looks like I survived another night.
into the game to kind of give us a sense of, like, how to deal with the cougar. Because it's one thing to watch one of Raphael's update videos, right? It's another to actually interact with the cougar and learn how to deal with it and learn its mechanics in-game without actually having to watch any kind of introductory content on YouTube, whether it's a tutorial series or an update video from the studio. Cool that they did that. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to just head across over here to where there are some other cattails. I am quite cold, but I don't really have a choice about this at the moment. I'm also kind of hopeful that I spot a bunny while I do this, so we're going to try to kill two birds with one stone. Because while I'm running out grabbing cattails and or acorns, if I spot a bunny, I can have the cattails tide me over. Nice, I see cattails, perfect.
I could eat a horse.
I see lots of cattails, beautiful. Alright, so we're going to sacrifice some condition here. What I'm hoping is that there are enough of these that I can sort of enter the zone of contamination with like a net gain in my health from having stayed here and rested for a bit. Alright, so yeah, not a ton of these, but this is not the only spot here where there are still cattails. I think what I may do, though, is go ahead and get some more rest. Because there's no law that says I need to gather cattails at this time of day when it's this freaking cold. Because I am paying a price for that right now. So let's go back inside. What I really like about this central hub when you visit the far territory is it's deceptively... its safety, or its feeling of safety, is deceptive. It's very easy to get to this train station and be like, oh, I'm good. Like, there's food all around me. I kind of have shelter. There's buildings. But it's very, very easy to all of a sudden be in a situation where a blizzard pops up and you have literally no visibility. You've gotten turned around. You were just out going for some cattails or going for some bunnies or whatever you were looking for. And I suppose that's true in a lot of places in the Long Dark, but there's something about the fact that this far territory sort of hub zone has all of this stuff to make you feel that kind of safety. But at the same time, you might get here after a long trek and sort of breathe a sigh of relief and let your guard down and end up regretting it pretty quickly. All right, we're going to walk out this way now. We're still not much warmer, and we are losing condition. Not at the moment, but unfortunately it did not. I was kind of hoping it would get foggier, but you can't control the weather. You can just hope for the best. And right now the game is not being very nice. I could walk a little bit farther. One thing I could also do is I could drop some stuff that's weighing me down. Let me see if I can spot any more cattails on this side that I didn't spot the first time. Or that I skipped. I hear some ptarmigan. So we're going to take that opportunity. Because if I can grab just one bird, assuming I can frickin' hit it, which the last time I tried this didn't go so well. I think the ptarmigan are over here. I am about to get shaky with my aim, so that's
Sure getting cold.
really annoying timing. Man, you could have been just a few steps closer, and I might have had an easier shot. I think I'll still be okay. I'm just going to get close and try and pop off a shot. I just need to get one, and I'll feel better. I mean, if I got two, that'd be great.
Freezing.
I know. We have to be careful about this, Jennifer. Hopefully going to be worth the condition loss. Where are these birds? Are they right over this hill? That's so rude. It's like up 2 slopes. Here they are. Okay. How did that... Okay. Okay, game. Listen. I have a bone to pick with you. What the entire heck was that? Okay, well, that was a waste. We can hopefully come back and get them later, but man, I am starting to get salty with these revolver aiming sights. I don't even have low revolver skill. I've read a bunch of revolver books. Aiming is just a chore in this game, as always. You have to be quite precise. Love this track. So yeah, not a great start. Like, I really could have used a ptarmigan there. I have one more cattail, which is not enough, by the way. So we're going to have to make some tea as well. I will drop some stuff to make it a bit easier to move around, and now it looks like the weather is getting a little bit better. I might even have some birch bark that I can use to recover some conditions, so that would help. Especially because drinking it would keep me warm. I should have done that to begin with, but frankly, I was expecting to have more success with literally everything I just did. I was expecting more cattails. I was expecting to hit the ptarmigan at close range with my revolver. And the game was like, watch this. Okay, so I only have one birch bark. That's not fun. Thankfully, we have a 100% start chance for this. I'll go ahead and take it. I'm going to go back and watch the replay on that shot so many times. Like, study, like, okay, what did I do wrong? Did I aim too high? Did I aim too low? My sense is that I aimed low. It's also possible that the... Alright, let's go ahead and make some coffee. Do I have any prepared birch bark at all already? No. I think I would do well to go ahead and make some more coffee as well. And just tease. So this will give me some caloric value. Yeah, there's an argument to be made that it was just the shakiness. But that was an annoying miss. That... Yeah. I'm having some trouble with that one. So let's... I'll take this and just kind of hold on to it. Do I have anything in my... No, I don't. Let's put that in the insulated flask. Now, how am I doing on water? I actually have decent amounts of water. We've got 5 hours on this fire. Here's what I want to do. I do need to go back out and get some more stuff. But I'm lugging a ton of crap around that I don't need to lug around. So let's put some of that on the ground. including these books, including this toolkit, including the cooking skillet, and I do have a lot of torches that are not necessary. Alright, I'll go ahead and light this one. I have the fire heating me up. This is what I could have done earlier. So you notice I'm moving much more quickly now. It's still really cold. It's still absurdly cold. But there are entire sections that I haven't harvested for cattails yet, and there are acorns to be gotten. I'm hoping that I still find a bunny somewhere. I would be shocked if there wasn't a bunny somewhere in this region. We're going to need the bunny at this point to make up for those aiming shenanigans. Really? Are you okay, there we go. I was about to say, you're not going to give me one cattail. Here's one. Just one. On this entire segment. Okay, that's not ideal. Welcome to the far territory on high difficulty, I guess, is the vibe that I'm getting. You thought it was going to be simple, Hadrian. You thought you were just going to walk right in, find all the cattails you would ever need. You thought you were going to just shoot a ptarmigan in the face while freezing your butt off. Serves you right, Buster. Alright, let's grab this acorn. There are still some spots where there could be cattails here, so I'm not completely out of luck. The torch and the coffee are keeping us plenty warm. Yep, there's another cattail. Perfect. The ptarmigan would have really helped, but I think we might have a shot at another one, or potentially a shot at a bunny at some point. Is there anything over here? I know I've checked here before, and I'm pretty sure this is like a hard wall. Yeah, you're not meant to go that way. Such an interesting zone, because it's literally just a hub. Just a hub. It's meant to be a space in between spaces.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Working on it. Working on it, Jennifer. Right now we're getting acorns, because these actually will help. Oh, that's only one. I thought for sure that was 2 patches, but I guess it was just one. They do tend to position them in kind of a triangular position around the trees, so they're not going to be next to each other like I, for a second, thought they were. But it did kind of look like 2 patches right next to each other, for whatever reason. Probably because they were split like that. Okay, let's come up here. I'm not noticing... Oh! Bunnies! Hold on, we're going to put this away. Now, because there are no predators around, the nice situation here is that I could potentially bag both of these furry woodland friends. And be in much better shape.
My fingers feel...
I am... Okay. Okay. What is happening? What is happening to me? Is the revolver dirty? No, it's 87% condition. Okay. Thankfully, bunnies can't fly off, so let's just give it a second. We're about to get shaky again, which is hilarious to me. You know what? Hold on. I have that. thermos. Okay, so we're going to attempt a theory
So
here.
cold.
Oh,
Think.
chill out, Jennifer. Like, I'm literally putting coffee to your lips right now. Yeah, ideally, we can grab the bunny when it stops, like that one did a moment ago. I want to try and get both of them. Okay, that, I don't really feel like I aimed any differently that time. But okay. I don't understand. I don't understand. I do not understand. Okay, okay, cool, cool. I guess it's just the revolver effect. It's a short barrel. The bullet doesn't always fly in the direction you want it to. I'm about to get shaky. Damn straight. Good God almighty. This episode's gonna be a meme for months. And now I'm cold again. You cannot tell me that this game is not listening and trolling us with everything that it does. Oh. I had ducking turned on, but I had the ducking source turned off, so the microphone... I was like, man, that music's awfully loud, given that I'm talking right now. Alright, I don't think there are any more cattails on this lake. It's definitely more sparse. We are not going to head into the zone of contamination with a net gain. We might have like the slightest of net gains, health-wise. But this is rough. I do have some bunny hides I don't think I've set down just yet, so I will do that.
All I can think about is food.
You'll be okay. What's nice is that because we have these hides available to us, and we'll have these guts here, we can literally just use that fire that I've already lit to cook everything, to keep us warm while we do everything we need to do. Okay, we're back. Good God. Alright, so here are the rabbit pelts. No, I don't game the weight sort. Ah, salty Hadrian is salty today. Holy crap. If you've been on our Discord, we've been playing State of Decay 2 lately, and to just watch me chain headshots in this game, to go from that to this, it wounds me a little bit. It does. It makes me feel vulnerable. It's like, wait a minute. I know how to do this. All right, let's go ahead and harvest this. We can go ahead and do the entire thing. Well, can we actually? I guess what I'll do is just get the meat out first. Take 13 minutes. And we can eat. Get the rest of the rabbit. This will help tide us over. And I could potentially even go back out. Alright, let's go ahead and first of all pick that up. We're going to grab the cooking skillet, place it there. Start cooking that. So it's a 3.1 pound bunny and a 2 pound bunny.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
All right, so that will be a reasonable amount of calories. There's really nothing else I can eat or drink at the moment, aside from this raw meat. Not gonna do that. But I guess while this is happening, can I... Oh man, it would take... Really? Okay, that makes more sense. Let's get the gut. It'll take 14 minutes. One of those will finish. The other will be almost finished. Okay. Perfect. That's better, food-wise. Just those 2 rabbits got me that far. And I still have a pound of meat to cook. It's going to take about 10 minutes. Let's get the other gut. And then we're in better shape. Health-wise, not so much, because it's freaking cold. But that's one of the nice things about... Yeah, let's go ahead and drop all of these. One of the nice things about all this stuff waiting here for me, because I will be able to make rabbit skin before much longer. Okay, now some water would be a good idea. How much time's left on the fire? 3 hours, plenty of time. I can use the water to prepare some of those acorns as well, and I did get lots of acorns, so let's see, 1.17 hours. Let's prepare them 2 halves at a time, shall we? The thing about acorns is they give you cooking skill, but that's pretty much it. We're just going to drink that outright. Because the acorns themselves, we tested this out when they were first released. Like, the calories that you get back for them, I mean, it gets a little bit better once you are... let's go ahead and get these cooking. It's a little bit better once you're at, like, cooking 5. So you get more calories out of everything you make. But the calories just aren't really sufficient to offset calorie burn, especially at interloper and adjacent difficulties like this one. That is cooking 5. Let's go. At least the game gave me that. At least there's that. I'm still salty. All right, we're going to eat those. Now I can make some rosehip tea, which I will do. This is honestly just for the calories. I'm going to make some coffee too. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and put the coffee in the insulated flask. We still have 32 minutes on the fire. That should be my last bit of coffee. Yep. Now this fireplace right now is not going to stay going much longer, but we're going to put some coal on it to keep it alive and to keep it warm. That bedroll might need some attention before I go anywhere, but before I even address that... How long will these take? Take an hour tops? Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Knife is in perfectly good condition. Sun is almost setting. Which, the unfortunate aspect of that is that by the time the sun rises tomorrow, unless I have found like another rabbit or several, I won't really be in a better position food-wise. I really won't. So yeah, these are 96 calories a pop. 96. So, I mean, it's literally not nothing. But at the same time, all right, so these are the ones that I cooked after cooking 5, and you can see you get 4 more calories. It's 100 calories a pop once you're at cooking 5. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't mean that in a good way. That's what I meant. It's interesting. All right. I don't need to drink that right now. I am... Okay. I kind of want to go out while it's still warm-ish, but I also need to wrap up this episode pretty soon. So tell you what, I'm just going to go looking in another random direction somewhat quickly to see if there are any more cattails nearby, to see if there are any other rabbits nearby. Okay, those are straight flight crows. Who knows what they're yapping about, but it's not anything I need to be concerned with. Definitely seems like a wildlife-free zone, which is, aside from the ptarmigan and the bunnies, which is nice. Okay, I think I can go ahead and... Oh, damn it, it's cold. Really? That cooled off really fast. Do I still have the one in the... I do. I'm not thirsty. That's incredibly rude. Okay, we can technically combine them, and the third one will heat up. Not going to worry about that right now. I don't want to lose any more condition, so I'm just doing a last-minute check for any cattails I missed the first time. Spotting for any other bunnies, which I don't really see. This is the first place that I look for cattails. Well, it's actually the second place I look for cattails. It's possible that there are some a little bit farther up the hill, because there are ponds up there. So what I might do before we wrap up here, let me go back to the fire. I'm not going to drink the coffee. It just doesn't make sense to drink the coffee. I can hang out by this fire for like seconds and it will warm me back up. Let's... Alright, perfect. Yeah, that's all I needed to do. I'm just going to swing up this way really fast and see what I can spot. We're not in terrible shape, but it would have been nice to have bagged that ptarmigan that I shot directly at earlier. Thankfully, we have plenty of revolver ammunition to waste. Not something that can be said of the rifle ammunition. Alright, so we've got these maple saplings here. I don't see any other ponds. I thought there might have been another pond or two. I think that's the way up to the Sundered Pass, if I remember correctly. It's clearly a path. I've only taken it once. I've only taken it the once, and that was for Against All Odds Season 02. Okay, I see a truck up here. What I'm going to do is get on the road and just, like, sprint up to the truck. This is going to do a couple of things. Best case scenario, there's, like, some beef jerky in the truck. But I'm also wearing myself out a little bit by sprinting, which will make it easier for me to run or make it easier for me to rest because of all the running I've done, I should say. Okay. Nothing in the truck. Okay. Like I said, that was the best case scenario. This will tire me out. Oh, hi. Hi, friendo. You didn't deserve that, but I'm still kind of salty. So we got another bunny. Now I feel better. I feel better about everything. I still don't see Just triple checking, making sure I didn't miss any. You can tell it really is messing with me how few cattails there are here. The only times I've been here, by coincidence, have been on the lower difficulty runs, and it's a shockingly low number of cattails. But it's the far territory, so we'll have to adapt. Alright, let's not needlessly lose any condition here. Yeah, barrel. Alright, go back. Go, 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 go. Oh, nice. I forgot this firewood's back here.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Okay, well, with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode right here. We're going to make a save point the new way, rather than sleeping at all, because I want to go ahead and at the beginning of the next episode, we will take care of that rabbit. But I need to stop this one here. In the next one, we will finish up with the rabbit, head into the zone of contamination, and see what kind of trouble we can get into while trying not to die. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For early episodes, channel emotes, and member badges, look for the join button. New episodes drop at every other day at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.